Welcome to Trastevere, and welcome to the Janiculum Hill. Hi, this is Tom Shaker, Italy with Tom Shaker. From this hill, we can really appreciate the other 7 hills of Rome. So let's take a look all of Rome as it sits below us from the top of the Janiculum Hill. Okay, like we said, Rome is Caput Mundi, the center of the world, and our 2 Dutch friends here are proof positive from the Netherlands. Marco and Christine, how are you? You can wave at the camera and say hi.
Hi.
Now, you don't know this maybe, but you're standing on the Fonte Nuove, the new fountain actually. You can read up there. See, it says Paul V, Pontifex Maximus, and this is the Aqua Agro Bracciano. This is the aqueduct. This is celebrating the fresh water coming into Rome from 40 miles out of town. This fresh water, just like 2,000 years ago, coming into the city from those mountains there. You can imagine what we call in America a sliding board, just 1% grade, flushing the whole city. And here we are, 2,000 years later, celebrating this magnificent fountain. And of course, you can appreciate the beautiful view. The big white building there, that's the monument of Vittorio Emanuele. And of course, we're celebrating 150 years of Italian unification. Just to the right, those 2 domes, that's Santa Maria Maggiore, St. Mary Major. If you go to the left, you can look just barely above that fence. You can see the Pantheon dome. See that low dome there? That's the Pantheon. Then those 2 towers next to it, those are the Spanish Steps. Just behind it to the left, Rome's Central Park, the Villa Borghese and the Medici Mansion right there. Then those dome right there, that's Piazza Navona. And then finally, over there on the horizon, the Supreme Court. And you don't know this, but we're standing, since we're talking about being international, my Netherlands friends and I are guests of the Spanish ambassador who is living here. This is the Spanish ambassador's residence to the Vatican. So he's inside there, and he has an authentic Goya in his living room. I saw it. Good stuff. Boy, everybody says how loud and noisy Rome is, but this is one sound that you just love, the sound of the fountains, the wonderful flushing water of the Fonte Nuove behind me. What a beautiful city. And of course, you can drink the water. One of the greatest things about Rome is the water is available and it's free for all the people. Bella Roma. It's a magnificent little monument designed by Bramante. So even though he's il Distratore, he also was one heck of an architect. What's really marvelous about this little monument is that it's mathematically perfect. The original church of Constantine, it's the St. Peter's Church built by Constantine, and he built the other St. Peter's, at least designed it over that, tore the other church apart and pulled it out. Now, he was funded by the noble family, the Barberini. So they have this saying in Rome, what the barbarians didn't destroy, the Barberini did. Anyway, some of it's fact, some of it's fiction, but this is where, as we say, the rubber meets the road, because we're going to talk about the #1 guy for the Christians, St. Peter. Peter, in 68 AD, was crucified at this spot. Why? Well, this was the top of the hill, and of course, down in the valley, everybody could see the people being tormented and crucified. And that's a very nice deterrent for people to not commit crimes. Now, the legend is that Peter asked to be crucified upside down because he didn't deserve to die like his Lord and Savior. Let's take a look inside. Like I said, it's the 150th anniversary of the Italian Republic. And that cannonball was part of the resistance in 1848, when the freedom fighters were fighting against the French garrisons, propping up the Pope and the Papal States of Rome. Okay, everybody, let's look at all the male busts. What? Yeah, well, like I said, you know, looking at a bunch of male busts is a very interesting idea. But this guy here, Daverio, is one of the many guys who are part of this wonderful republic. I don't know if he's Papa Smurf or Don Quixote, but he's a good-looking guy, and he's been all cleaned up to celebrate 150 years of the Italian Republic. Thanks, buddy. Giuseppe Garibaldi, one of the main patriots and freedom fighters of the Italian Republic. This, of course, is his statue. On top of the Janiculum hill, we say bye-bye to Rome. Let's remember our 3,000-year timeline. 1000 BC, the first settlements on top of the Palatine Hill, where we get the word palace. A series of Etruscan kings, then around 500, they decide to become republicans because the Greeks were the Democrats. Welcome to the Roman Republic. That goes on for 500 years. With the death of Julius Caesar, his adopted son Octavian becomes Augustus, and we have the empire from 0 to around 500 AD. Last barbarian turns off the lights. Welcome to the Dark Ages. And it stays like that until 1500 with the Gutenberg press and the Pope fixing the aqueducts. Welcome to the Renaissance, and here we are. Rome, the first 3,000 years.